All right, everybody, welcome back. Emergency episode. And listen, today the Knicks did not complete what we were supposed to do, and that's get Donovan Mitchell, the Westchester kid who was just in New York some time ago at Rucker, playing, dropping whatever it is that he dropped, but we didn't get him. Turns out, Cavs traded. See, the thing is, you got to be careful with Donovan Ainge. You got to be careful with Danny Ainge, man. He'll try to milk you dry as much as you can. You can't do business with that guy. It's very, very, very weird, you know? But the Westchester boy going to Cleveland for a couple of picks, for 5 picks, I think, 3 unprotected. Colin Sexton, who they've been waiting to get out of the door. They've been trying to get rid of him, number 4 pick, I think. Lauri Markkanen and some other dude. Which, listen, hey, to be honest with you, that's a steal for the Cavs. That's a steal. They got Mobley, they got Garland, and now they got Donovan Mitchell. Crazy. That's gonna be a good Cavs team, but it's gonna be a problem for the Knicks, especially since we see the Cavs more often, and that's a team that we're supposed to try to beat. That's how the Knicks will measure their success against the Cavs. Teams like the Cavs, teams like the Bulls, you know, they drop Lauri Markkanen, no problem. You know, that guy's been on, I think, 3 teams in the past like 5 years or something like that. Sexton, they were waiting to get rid of. But Knicks have arachnophobia. That's what I think I've come to realize. The Knicks are scared of spiders because they didn't get Donovan Mitchell. Especially when it comes to picks. They could have traded him some picks. They didn't want Obi, it seems. They were trying to get RJ. But I think they were just trying to dangle RJ. And once they re-signed RJ to that 4-year extension, 107 mil, he was, listen, hey, the Knicks did something. We broke that curse of trying to get rid of, trying to make sure that we sign a rookie to a contract extension, a second contract, which they did with Mitchell Robinson and now RJ. But see, the thing is, sometimes it could be fool's gold. Because last season, everything was going right, you know? Derrick Rose proposed to his girl at MSG. He had the table, you know? He gave her the I love yous. He said, be with me for the rest of your life, mama. Got her a seat on the court. I haven't been on the court. But D Rose's girl got to be on the court. You know, and she got a ring. I don't want that to be the only ring that comes to Madison Square Garden. Julius Randle was out here sitting on... And no, there's no offense to Julius Randle. I think I'm not a delusional Knicks fan. But Julius Randle was sitting on the windshields of cars for that car commercial. You know, RJ Barrett's our guy, man. He's our draft pick. He's our number 3 overall. Maybe this is because we're trying to get Zion. I don't know. But what the Cavs traded for Donovan Mitchell, who still has 3 years left on his contract, that wasn't anything special aside from some picks. Who knows what those picks will be? Maybe I'll eat my words. But the Knicks have arachnophobia right now, and we did take a step back. Because if they got Donovan Mitchell, we would have been looking at top 5, and we'll see what happens. But now, you know, we're on par, same level, even though we got Jalen Brunson, which is cool. We got a point guard. It's something. But now, you know, it's like, okay, well, what else do we got? And are we going to be comfortable with potentially 50-50 ball, 500 ball rather? Because that's what it looks like this season's going to be. Last season, they came in, everyone was hyped. People were saying we're dropping a 50. We're getting 50 wins, a 50 burger. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I was saying 35 wins if you go back to my previous posts on Knicks Verse. At what point, I'm asking myself, do we hit the panic button? Not yet. That's the one thing I will say. All right, but I don't want to see Julius Randle laying down on cars in car windshields. I don't want to see him going with this kid. Go shopping for a Knicks exclusive, whatever. A Scotch and soda or some shit like that. I better see these boys at the gym. You know, I better see these guys getting heavy in the gym. I better see 17, 4, and 8 from Jalen Brunson. I'll tell you that much. I want to see RJ shooting 47% from the field, 42% from 3. I got to see at least 26 assists per night from this Knicks team, because we're going to be asking for that. Because everything was hyped. You know, everything was cool. And see, here's the thing with this Donovan Mitchell stuff. You know, it was like going on a ride to King Ka or some shit like that. We're waiting online, we're hyped. We got our cousins next to us. We're out family gathering at Six Flags or whatever. And then once you get to the beginning of the line where, you know, it's your turn to ride the ride, turns out the seat's too small. Or we're too fat for the ride and we can't go in. Or we're too short. There's a height. You have to be a certain height to ride this ride. And that was Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell would have put us over. But now we're looking at, with this sort of Knicks team that we have right now, about 500, maybe a little bit less. 40 wins or something like that. Donovan Mitchell would have added, we would have been a 47 and 35 team. Or something like that. Which is something, you know? I don't know if that would have been enough. That would have been a second round, I think, in my honest opinion. But the Knicks have arachnophobia. It seems like it because they didn't get, what's his face? They didn't get Donovan Mitchell. We got what we got. Who knows? Maybe Julius Randle will go off. Maybe RJ will go off. Maybe that 1-2 combination is lit. You know, and the kids wind up doing good. Deuce. Maybe Deuce gets Defensive Player of the Year or some shit like that. Maybe Grimes comes up big with those threes. Maybe Mitch becomes a monster. But the Cavs are going to be tough. It's going to be hard to beat those teams. A team like Chicago. A team like Cavs now. You know, we can't struggle against the Hornets, against the Wizards. We got to be able to beat those teams. We got to be able to do this sort of, you know, we can't fall to these sort of teams. And our measuring stick prior to this trade, and even now as I'm talking to you guys, would have been, how good are we against the Cavs? How good are we against the Bulls? You know, could we give Milwaukee a run for their money? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I don't want to be up by like 12 points at the beginning of the fourth and have that dwindle down and we're coming back. We're trying to make up 5 points because we're down by 5. But yeah, Knicks have arachnophobia. Knicks took a step back with Spider going to the Cavs. My honest opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe. Good looking out, everybody. Thank you.